welcome to another DP 101. On this one is on how to kit up your diamond painting. Okay, so you received your painting, you're very excited, you have a canvas, you have diamonds or drills, and you have your toolkit. Now what do you do? Okay, so this is my turtle. You can see over here, this is your key. I also have a key over here as well. And what I want to do, because these particular diamonds are not in resealable bags, therefore, if I open them, they're going to go everywhere when I'm done with the color. And that's what kitting up is. It's putting your diamonds or your drills into a storage unit so you can quickly use them and enjoy the craft instead of vacuuming and picking up drills all over. Although the more addiction sets in, the more drills you will find on the bottom of your feet, in the shower, who knows where they end up. One was on my dog because, you know, diamonds have a way of getting everywhere in the home. These particular diamonds do not have any codes on them. That 545 that you see has to do with the canvas it belongs to, which is right here, 545. All right. Now, the first thing I do is I decide, do I want to kit up with bags? Bags are one of the cheapest ways. Sometimes your paintings will come with baggies, but usually it's like 2 or 3 bags and it's not enough for your 20 to 30 colors that you receive. But bags are a good use for a starter. However, I tend to spill more with bags and they're not as quick because you're opening and shutting them constantly. If you go with a plastic container, you're going to figure out what container you want. I have probably 6 or 7 different container styles. I've been doing this for over 2 years. I don't expect someone just starting out to have that many containers, but it's the benefit of diamond painting for quite some time. So I look at the size of the canvas and how many drills or diamonds come with it as to the size of the storage unit that I want to use. I do have a whole video, I'll put the link down below and the eye right here, of different storage units so you can look at that video and see what's out there. Because this is a smaller painting, I'm going to choose the smaller storage unit. I also look at, I have 20 colors, there's 28 little containers inside the big container. This is going to be perfect. There may be different colors that I need to go into 2 containers. That's okay because I have 8 extra to work with. Now, once I get the diamonds in the containers, how am I going to know which color is which? That's when I either take a picture with my phone, email it to myself, and print off the key, or I print off the key right off. As you can see, the canvas, I stuck this in the side of my printer / copier. I'm running out of ink. I'm not perfect. I just wanted to show you, you deal with what you have at the time. So that's why there's a color distortion, but I go based off of the symbols, not necessarily the colors. Now there are several ways people label their containers. It depends on what you feel comfortable with. Most of the time people will try a couple different ways out. The 2 main ways would be to label them, not the symbols, but just 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 20, because I have 20 colors. Then you never have to change your numbering system, because once you empty out this container, your next painting will also have numbers, you know, 1 through 20 or 1 through 28, and then people match up that color with the symbol and go forward. Then you're not, like you can see here, taking off the old to put on the new. I don't think that way. I like to see the actual symbol on my container. That is why I print this out, and that's why I'm going to do it the way I show you, but please, your brain might think differently than mine. So I have some scissors, and I'm going to cut out, I should have cut out the numbers. I'm going to cut out the symbols. I'm going to go ahead and go back and cut out the numbers. Like I said, we're all not perfect. I probably need some more coffee. I'm only on cup number 1. That's another addiction I have. Okay. I'm going to tape this together just so that it doesn't go crazy on me. Some people, because they are, you know, scrapbookers or stampers or card makers, already have a sticker maker, or they've been diamond painting for quite some time, so they've invested in it. The company I use is Xyron. They do have a smaller one as well. This creates a sticker. So I'm actually going to cut this in half because they fit side by side very well, and I don't like to waste any of the sticker. I'm going to turn it, and on the other side it pops out as a sticker. Okay. Another way is to use tape. One way I do it is I take the tape. Usually I cut it in half so I can use 2. And then when I cut one of these, let's pretend it's not a sticker. Okay. So let's pretend it's just a sheet of paper. Then you can lay the tape right on top of it. And then you can attach it right on like that. So you do not need a sticker maker. You can create your own sticker using clear tape, wrapping paper tape, scotch tape, whatever you want to call it. Many times I'll do it this way just because I don't want to waste sticker material if it's a small snack painting. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this sticker off. I'm going to start with number 1. And on these smaller containers, sometimes you got to figure it out how to lay it. So I'm going to lay it diagonally on the container, like so. The nice thing about this snack size, which is actually not normal, is the 1's the 1, the 2's the 2, the 3's the 3. So that's really nice until you get past 9, and then they switch to letters. Which is interesting that they switched, like here you can see number 10, they switched to an M instead of going to A, B, C. One thing too to notice with these containers, make sure that you're lining it up so it's the same way so you don't confuse yourself, whichever way you prefer. So I'm going to speed up this process for you, and I'm going to finish labeling these. Ta-da! Okay. Now this particular one I noticed, it's not perfect. This one does not close. So I will not be putting any drills in this. I don't want to mess with spilling them, even though there's a lid on the top. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the diamonds, the drills themselves. And as you can see, here's your number 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. Now this particular canvas does not have DMC codes. It's snack size. That's okay. I like to put the DMC codes on the containers. I'm going to show you a container I have right here. As you can see, I have the symbol and I have the DMC code instead of the number, and then they're in DMC number order. This is a particularly large canvas, so that's why I use this large container. Some of the snack size ones that are more stock do not. Now, sometimes the drills spill. A little tip I have is I actually use the lid of the storage container when I pour. And that way, if any spill out, they're actually in a contained spot and I can pick them up. Okay. All right. There's number 1. We're going to go to number 2. One thing I do need to be aware of is if the drills are going to not fit, which I will show you in just a minute. Okay, so that one, I was not as careful, and as you can see, the drills spilled. So you can just kind of pick them up with your finger, put them back in the container, make sure that you get them all in there. You're good to go. If they spill in the side, I just close what I need to close, spill that out, and do the same thing with this one. All right, so number 3 is probably 310. It looks like it's a black, and I don't believe it's gonna fit. Okay, so what you can do is make sure I wasn't as careful with number 2, so we'll try to be careful with number 3. So I'm gonna pour in as much as I can. Now what I could do is I could also label this number 3 as well, so I know that this is where my extras are. I'm not going to label it right this second because this is black. I'm going to know that. You could actually cut this off if you want and tape it on there. You could do another print off. You could tape, like I could easily, let's just do it. Let's just, wing it. Since it's just a number, I could easily just do number 3. And I still have my piece of tape left over. There we go. So now I don't have to remember. All right, we're gonna do one more, number 4. All right. Okay, another tip I want to show you, we're going to do number 6, is to help avoid spillage. Is you can actually pour your drills into one of your trays. The green boat trays, these don't work as well for this tip, but if you have one with an open funnel and you pour it into the tray, then you can funnel it right back in to your storage unit. And this works really well, especially if you have overage drills, because then you don't spill them all over like I did with that first one. All right, so this is number 7. Pour number 7 gently into the container. And it doesn't look like they all are going to fit. So I'm going to go to my spare storage. I'm going to plop it in there. Make sure I label it number 7. Okay, so yes, that at the end of the day is how I kit up, and then I am ready to rock and roll on this snack piece. I can easily grab my tray, I can easily work on it, and then when I'm done, I can put it back together and I'm good to go. It makes it a little bit more movable. You don't have to worry about dogs, cats, kids knocking this over because it's right here. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I would love to see posts over on Creative Craft Addiction how you kit up your paintings as well as your own work in progress. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Happy diamond painting. Be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.